as gamers, have been known for pushing the boundaries. We dream big and we aim high. This series is about Critical Ops, its creators and its players.
We have made a game that people love to play. It's a competitive mobile FPS game, best on the market at the moment. So we have reached this massive success. It's already 38 million downloads.
With over 1 million unique daily players, Critical Ops has become a mobile gaming phenomenon. Having shattered all expectations, Critical Force has brought us a high-level competitive gaming experience that we can all hold in our hands.
I picked up the game in wintertime of 2015, when it was still in test flight. I think it was open alpha, I'm pretty sure. And I played it ever since then.
I picked up the game quite a long time ago. If I'm not mistaken, I started playing the game in the pre-alpha, which should be around 3 years now, or a bit after that. Before that I played Counter-Strike competitively. I just wanted to keep on playing a tactical shooter, which is team-based and stuff like that, and somehow I just crossed my ways with Critical Ops, and from there on I just kept on playing and playing and playing.
Picked up the game around 3.5 years ago when the game first released on test flight, and what kept me playing was just, at first I wasn't really into COps. I'll play it casually for fun, but what kept me with the game was just the competition there was and how serious the game was.
I've been playing for around 2 years now. It all started back when I was on a Droid Motorola Turbo phone, right around 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, something like that.
I picked up the game just 2 years ago, I think, and the guy named Frix, when we was in a hospital, he showed me this game, and just you can try yourself in a competitive Critical Ops scene, I don't know.
Many players have only mobile devices, especially in emerging countries like Brazil or countries in Southeast Asia. Small kids start to play with mobile phones, and they will also play competitively in the future.
What makes Critical Ops stand out as a mobile FPS is that it was specifically tailored to support competitive gameplay from the get-go. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go to the very beginning.
The Critical Ops development has started in 2014 as a student project, basically. It came on the back of the success of its predecessor, Critical Strike Portable. Finally, in 2015, we managed to put the game out on Android, and during 2016, we slowly rolled out onto the iOS platform.
None of this, however, would have been made possible without a few passionate gamers from Finland who decided to take the next big step in mobile gaming. Crucially, ever since the game's initial release in 2016, Critical Force has been making a great effort to polish the competitive experience based on valuable feedback acquired through consistent interaction with the community.
Game felt like it had great potential back then, so I was I'm just gonna stick with the game, see where it goes, and maybe it's gonna go big. I feel like it has that potential.
What I really like about Critical Ops is the simplicity of the game. I think the format of plan, defuse type of game is the best format out of perhaps all esports. It's very easy to understand for a new spectator, and it creates for amazing moments, right? Within the same 1 minute, things can change wildly from which team is winning and which is losing. And so it creates for a very enjoyable sport to watch.
The thing that made me like Critical Ops a lot was, one, it wasn't pay to win, and the second thing was that everything was balanced. Every weapon was balanced in the game. It had two. At that time I only had one game mode, which is defuse, and I like defuse. It's fun.
Honestly, at the time, it was the community. It was a new game to me. It was extremely fun. And just the people that I met right off the bat, they're what kept me in it. Right off the bat, I met some of my best friends that I've ever made in this community. We're still friends to this day. Hopefully, we always will be friends.
We have seen the market potential for the game, the interest of the players.
An entire new generation of gamers is unfolding right before our eyes. As technology continues to advance, children are growing up playing on a new platform, smartphones.
Assim como acreditamos que na tecnologia o futuro são os dispositivos compactos ou mobile, também acreditamos no potencial do cenário de esportes mobile, graças a atingir públicos diferentes e também pela comodidade de estar jogando em qualquer lugar, tendo uma Wi-Fi ou uma 4G de qualidade, você consegue estar se divertindo em qualquer lugar. Isso com certeza vai fazer o esportes como um todo crescer.
What we found interesting about Critical Ops and what really appealed us to get into that market was the global aspect that it really had.
It's forecasted that the mobile player base will soon surpass both PC and console markets in the next few years. The PC esports market is oversaturated with numerous titles, making it increasingly difficult for a new developer to come into the competitive scene. So, how does a mobile gaming developer break into the esports market?
Well, the first thing what we need to do, we need to establish the mobile scene. Same thing what happened in consoles and PC eventually needs to happen in mobile. So we need to get more traction, more views, and that comes in hand also with sponsors. And the one big thing is when we can actually facilitate good games, also the players will get a chance over there.
What I did when I joined the company was, with the help of mobile esports at the time, create the first tournament, the first actual official tournament for Critical Ops. So that's the starting point, February 2016.
Back in 2016 and 2017, we focused mainly on the grassroots level of esports with Critical Ops. While also experimenting with a lot of different things with different organizers like ESL, Valiance, and so on.
Ever since, we worked hard on building the grassroots level, supporting our players again through them organizing the events, us giving help in organizing, advice in organizing player-run tournaments, prize support for those, as well as arranging through partners various events for people to participate in, and through that looking at the events, what went well, what didn't go so well, improving upon those.
By organizing and investing in numerous tournaments, many of which have been carried out by Mobile Esports, ESL, Valiance, and the community themselves, Critical Ops has built an astounding and loyal fan base. Critical Force is continually expanding its esports scene, so much so that it is now leading the charge in its genre.
There's no question that mobile esports is a huge part of the future of gaming. Mobile gaming is going to take a huge chunk of really that PC and console, dominant force.
Vemos o Critical Ops em um ano muito bem posicionado dentro do cenário de esportes. É uma modalidade muito divertida, bem administrada e divulgada e também muito competitiva. Continuaremos apostando e investindo no cenário de Critical Ops.
The publisher is doing many things right, with the great in-game system for items and skins. And as long as they continue making the right steps and learning from perhaps mistakes of others, right, who are trying to embark on the same journey, they really have this opportunity to create one of the best mobile titles that is easy to watch, easy to understand, and yet very hard to master, and the kind of title that creates high moments. It's a roller coaster of emotions when you watch two teams play.
What I've really enjoyed talking with a lot of the staff and employees with the company is they're always trying to perfect their game. They're trying to perfect their craft.
In the 2017 and 2018, we have been working on completing the game and adding the features, maps, and working on making the game run and work better.
So improving the game constantly, bringing more content in the game, but also putting more effort in the esports side. So having more tournaments in different countries, having more partners in different continents.
These unique factors are what makes Critical Ops so special, a design ideology geared exclusively towards producing a top-tier mobile esport, a development team that listens to the feedback given by the pro community. And most of all, a player base with a thirst for something more than just a casual pastime. However, the pinnacle of this esports sensation is yet to be reached. My name is Sapphire Sky, and our journey has just begun.